Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another ARWEAVE update, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally happened, that moment that I was talking about on Friday, saying that, you know what, we are going to have a surprise pump here heading into the weekend, and next week that moment is finally here. And as you can see here, the trade that we took a few hours ago is already hitting something like 40% in a few hours. I was posting here on my Patreon saying that, you know what, there is a trade alert here, something like 8.5 entry, take profit $14, and stop loss is something like, you know, at $7 or something like that with the forex leverage. So if you're interested in those short-term gains and trade alerts, make sure that you join my Patreon. The link will be somewhere down below there, right? So getting back into the price set, what we were looking for here, obviously, is we've been monitoring this Wyckoff accumulation for the longest time, more than 1.5 years, obviously. But we have gotten to a point where, as I said already in the last couple of videos, that I don't expect ARWEAVE to be making any new lows right here. What is going to be happening is that we are just going to continue hitting higher lows each and every single time. I was giving examples of Cardano, for example, in the last video that I made on ARWEAVE, saying that, you know what, we are somewhere here with ARWEAVE and expect a huge pop like this to happen. And that's exactly what is happening at the moment, as you can see with the price set here. I was also giving the example of Polkadot, saying that ARWEAVE is almost acting like a laggard here, because if you want to take a look around the market, you can see that almost everything has gotten back to, you know, these highs right here that we set back then in August 2022, right? Or maybe the resistance level, the top resistance levels. But if you come back to ARWEAVE here, you can still see that we are still below those levels, right? So the next resistance level that we have here is something like $18, and as I was mentioning already, that's around the take profit for this specific trade that we took in right here, because being a laggard also has got advantages, obviously, because now you can kind of see the market in kind of hindsight, right? So that's what we have here with ARWEAVE in the immediate short term. We are looking to hit that range, something to close like $14 thereabout before we stop or something like that, right? But that is just in the immediate short term, obviously, right? In the longer term from perspective, we were looking at ARWEAVE following this falling wedge that we have here, saying that, you know what, one of the most bullish patterns that you can ever see, and a very good success rate of hitting the price targets, but of which the technical price target here is actually something like the top of the wedge. So that's something like $42, right? But that's not the only way you can get to that price. If you grab your Fibonacci retracement tool from the very top here to the bottom of the structure, you can kind of see that, you know what, there is a Fibonacci retracement level right there around that price target. So we're looking at the 0.5 and the 0.832 Fibonacci retracement levels there. So that's confluence right there, right? Again, this is in the worst case scenario. We haven't even talked about the best case scenario just yet. So we were looking at the ARWEAVE price set, like the all-time price action, right? And you can see that according to early 12 theory, you have like 5 waves. The upside here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then again, you also expect to see an ABC correction. As complicated as this structure may just look, it's just a simple A, B, C correction, in my opinion. And what you also need to see, if you don't obviously go below the first wave right here, you're expecting to see another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. So there is a chance that ARWEAVE is still just starting its first move right here, right, in form of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to break this previous high that we had, something like $80, $90 thereabout, right? So this is something that I really believe consider, and considering that we have been in a Wyckoff accumulation that has actually taken like more than 1.5 years to complete, that's something that is usually bullish in my own opinion, because I've seen it in markets like the Wyckoff accumulation is probably the best accumulation method that you can see in markets, right? So taking just a look at one example which had something like that here, and it's super optimistic, is Dogecoin. You can see this Wyckoff accumulation pattern that he had, and then from the very bottom or from the very top to the bottom of that structure, you can see it hitting the 4.236 Fib extension level. If you just come back to ARWEAVE right here, let me quickly go back to that all-time price section and grab your Fib retracement too. From the very top of that structure there to the very bottom of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, take a look at the 4.236 extension. You are looking at something like 378 thereabout, right? $375 in the next bull market. So that's actually something that is very, very possible. But sometimes, obviously, it is just better to be as conservative as possible. So for now, let's just take a look at the retracement levels. We are looking at, you know, the usual suspect, something like 0.5. That's something like $48. 0.618. We are looking at $58 thereabout, right? Now, once you break and close like a few daily candles above these levels right here, right, you are guaranteed that, you know what, you're going to start moving to those price targets of something like 370 something. So we would have to wait and see. Obviously, a little bit of patience is needed there. But for now, I think we are looking pretty good right here to complete the Wyckoff accumulation, which I was just showing you right here. Just as a reminder, and if you are interested, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on the 1st of January 2024 to 3 lucky winners here. I'm going to be giving away 100,000 Jasmine tokens. So each winner is going to be walking out with something like 33,000 Jasmine tokens. And according to our technical analysis here, that will actually turn out to be something like $33,000 in the future. So if you don't want to miss on that potential $33,000, all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and then you have at least commented once in any of our videos, right? We are going to be taking those names, and then we're going to be using them in a live draw that we're going to be hosting here on the channel as a live stream, right? So I mean, if you don't want to pass on that opportunity, you know what to do already. But obviously, none of what I say is financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I would have to see you on the next one. Take good care of yourself.